a must-see. Disappeared and dying rivers, lakes, and reservoirs. The world's waters are rapidly dying, creating a crisis for animal citizens' habitats and human civilizations. The following are some of the seas, rivers, lakes, and underground water reserves we have lost or are losing, threatening the water supply for billions of humans and animal people, and set to cause food shortages, disrupt livelihoods, lead to power outages, and release CO2 and methane, thus worsening climate change. Most of the world's major rivers dying due to dams, over-extraction, fishing, and climate change, including China's Salween River, Europe's Danube, South America's La Plata, North America's Rio Grande, India's Ganges, Pakistan's Indus, Africa's Nile, Australia's Murray-Darling, Southeast Asia's Mekong-Lancang, China's Yangtze, etc. More than half of Earth's largest lakes and reservoirs are dying. Almost half of world's groundwater wells drying up. 1/3 of world's underground aquifers diminishing. Almost 1/4 of global population resides in the basin of a dying lake. Global demand for water has doubled since 1960. Animal people livestock operations consume nearly 20% of fresh water used globally. Water shortages cause conflict and migration. Dying rivers and lakes release CO2, methane, and other greenhouse gases, exacerbating climate change. Global warming in turn increases both the rate of evaporation and the demand for water. The following is a list of some of the most vital and largest bodies of water which are dying or completely gone. Africa. World's longest river, the Nile. World's third longest river, the Niger. Africa's largest lake, Lake Victoria. Africa's fourth largest lake, Lake Chad, shrunk by 95%. West and Central Africa's Congo River. Ghana's Volta River. Rivers of Mount Kenya. Most lakes in Kenya. The world's largest desert lake, Kenya's Lake Turkana. Kenya's Lake Old Bolosat dried up. Tanzania's Lake Manyara and Lake Tanganyika. Zambia's Zambezi River and Lake Kariba.
Asia. Afghanistan's Helmand River shrunken. Over half of Afghanistan's population, or 20 million people, in severe or catastrophic drought conditions. Cambodia's Tonle Sap, largest freshwater lake in Southeast Asia. China's second longest river, the Yellow River. China's Yangtze River, with 400 million people living on its banks. Many wetlands and more than 800 lakes in China's Yangtze River basin disappeared. Dongting Lake, Hunan Province, China. Jialing River, Chongqing, Southwest China. China's Salween River, Poyang Lake, southeastern China. 28,000 of China's 50,000 rivers have dried up over past 20 years. In Madoi County, Qinghai Province, Tibet, around 3,000 out of 4,077 lakes have vanished. Luhan Reservoir in Henan, China. China's Mekong River, fallen to record low level. World's fourth largest inland sea, the Aral Sea of Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan, shrunken by 90%. India's reservoirs, 150, dropped to 22% capacity. In Bengaluru, India, half of the city's 14,000 bore wells run dry. India's Cauvery River Basin, Kaveri, running dry. Lake Puzal in Chennai, India. India's sacred Ganges River, dying due to glacier loss. Many lakes in Haryana, India, dried up. Water table drops in Jharkhand, India. Rivers and reservoirs across Kerala State, India. Largest river in India, Sikkim state, the Teesta, Mongolia, 852 rivers, 1,181 lakes, and 2,277 springs have died. Nepal's Kulekani Reservoir, Pakistan's Indus River, primary water source for over 270 million people.
Central and South America. The Amazon, world's longest river, falls to record low level. Argentina's Chiquita Lake, Iguazu Falls, a UNESCO heritage site in Argentina and Brazil. Paraná River, Argentina, Brazil, and Paraguay. Bolivia's Lake Popo disappeared. Lake Titicaca in Bolivia and Peru. Itaipu Reservoir, primary power source for Brazil and Paraguay. Brazil's major water reservoirs drying up. Chile's Cachet Lake. Chile's Peñuelas Lake has almost completely died. Chile's Cogotí Reservoir dried up. Colombia's reservoirs reach record low, resulting in water rationing. Lempa River in El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala. Pilcomayo River, Paraguay, drops to record low level. Paraguay's river water losses lead to state of emergency declared. Peru's Santa Cruz Lake. Over 50% of glaciers in Peru melted, the sole water source for 20 million people. Uruguay's 4 main reservoirs critically low.
Europe, Danube River, essential to 10 European countries. The world's deepest freshwater lake, Lake Baikal. Lake Prespa, Albania, Greece, North Macedonia, with 50% less water. Cyprus, Kouris Reservoir. Loire River, France. Germany's Elbe and Rhine rivers. Northern Greece's Lake Koroneia. Europe's largest freshwater lake, Hungary's Lake Balaton. Italy's Po River. Italy's Lake Como, shrunk by 80%. Italy's Lake Garda. Arctic lakes disappearing in northern Scandinavia. Spain's Ebro River. Many of Spain's reservoirs, including Barcelona's Sao Reservoir, almost completely dead as country suffers worst drought in 100 years. Many lakes in Switzerland fall to record lows. Turkey's longest river, Kızılırmak. Turkey's Lake Van, second largest lake in Middle East. Turkey's lakes and wetlands in Konya Basin, dead. Turkey's second largest lake, Lake Tuz. Turkey's Lake Meke. UK's River Greta is dead. Many rivers, lakes, estuaries and aquifers in England and Wales fall to record low levels. Largest freshwater lake in British Isles, Loch Neg, which provides 40% of Northern Ireland's drinking water.
Middle East. The Hamoun wetlands, which once connected Afghanistan, Iran, and Pakistan, is now a dust bowl, forcing people to move out. Iran's Lake Urmia shrunk 90%. Iraq's famous marshes drying up. Iraq's Sawa River completely dead. Tigris River, Iraq's primary water source. Euphrates River, primary water source for millions of people. River Jordan, Israel, Palestine, and Jordan in danger of disappearing. Israel's Sea of Galilee.
North America. 3 out of 5 of Great Lakes of Canada and the USA, Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, and Lake Huron. Emergency water supply from Great Lakes jeopardized. Rio Grande or Rio Norte River falls to record low. Arctic lakes disappearing in northern Canada, Greenland, and Alaska, USA. Mexico's Lerma, Chapala, Santiago River Basin, water source for 15 million people. Mexico City, with 22 million people, almost out of water as underground aquifer and reservoir systems reach historic low. USA's largest reservoir, Lake Mead, falls to record low. USA's largest underground freshwater source, Ogallala Aquifer, 10,000 plus lakes in Alaska, USA. Lake Powell, Lake Shasta, and Lake Oroville, California's reservoirs drop to record lows. Colorado River, supplying water to 40 million people. Upper Colorado River Basin. Elephant Butte and Caballo reservoirs. water bodies near Tampa Bay, Florida, USA. Mississippi River, essential for shipping, falls to record low. Lake Ebert, Oregon. Thurmond Lake, South Carolina. Texas Canyon Lake falls to record low. Great Salt Lake, Utah, drops to record low.
Oceania. Murray-Darling River, Australia's longest. Lake Colac, largest in Victoria, Australia, dries up for first time in modern history. Australia's Lake Bolac. Australia's Lake Hume Reservoir. Tasmania's Craigborne Dam emptied. Freshwater wetlands of Australia's Kakadu National Park. Waikato River, New Zealand. New Zealand's largest lake, Lake Taupo.